Welcome to Ransom Rabbit Trails. I'm your host, Morgan.
And I'm your host, Pearl. And today we're feeling a little goofy.
That face you made was perfect.
Am I wrong, though? I wrong?
It's actually Christmas. So,
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. It's November 1st.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
No, I hope everybody had a great Halloween. A great, fun, safe Halloween. How was your Halloween, Pearl?
It was good. It was chill. We kind of just chilled all day. I watched some spooky movies. I made jalapeno poppers randomly. And it was phenom.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it was very nice. The weather was fantastic. I didn't go outside, but it was beautiful.
But it was lovely from
afar.
inside, from afar.
My neighbors
Viewing from the window.
With the house that I talked about before, where they like give it teeth and whatever.
With like all the decorations.
I watched them all day adding more decorations. Literally like another animatronic went up yesterday. And then this morning I look out there and they're like already, like right when I got up, they're already taking it all down.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, damn, these bitches are profesh.
Commitment.
But
that's
oh my god.
That's impressive.
My neighborhood, I don't think it's super big for trick-or-treating. I mean, like, there is a lot of residential stuff, so maybe I'm wrong, but like, kids were flocking to that house. It was so cute.
Yeah.
So
I love
them. I want to write them a love note because their house gave me so much joy.
Yeah.
For the past month.
Was it the house with the clown?
Yes.
They
finally plugged in the clown and it was moving around.
It's an animatronic clown?
It was a fucking animatronic. And I was waiting for it. I knew it!
I'm like simultaneously disgusted and mortified and like impressed and kind of like, that's cool. I want to see it.
I know, right? I didn't go over
clowns.
there. I need to like walk over there. Oh, I hate clowns too, but something about this clown, or for some reason I'm feeling a little different about clowns this year. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm becoming less terrified finally.
That's good. That's good.
Although I will say, if I saw somebody dressed as a clown standing right next to me, I probably would poop myself.
I'd probably punch him and then run away. Yeah, Pearl sent me a Snapchat like early in the morning of the clown, and it was like all foggy and stuff, the early morning fog up in the Pacific Northwest, and it was just this like clown just
massive,
standing
it's like
in
7
the
feet
fog.
tall. Literally just punching
like,
down like
yeah, just like a gremlin stance. And it was pretty perfect for Halloween, I gotta admit.
It was. They had a really, they should win an award. I won't hesitate to say.
I started getting trick-or-treaters like 6 p.m. into the evening. Didn't get as many as last year. But I wanted to share the last...
Wait, is this what you told me yesterday?
Yeah. The last trick-or-treater. This was the last one, by the way.
Oh my god.
We didn't get any more trick-or-treaters.
That is so insulting.
Yeah, the last one of the day. I was a little late on making dinner, so it was like the house still smelled like food, and it was good food. It wasn't anything that was gross or anything. It was like we had veggies, potatoes and stuff, and meatballs, and it was really good.
Delish.
And it smelled really good. But yeah, my house smelled like food, and this little kid, he was the only guy. He was like by himself. His mom was like standing in the road or whatever. The first and only thing that this kid says to me, and he's like 6-year-old maybe, like he's a little man. The first and only thing this boy says to me is, "What's that smell?" I open the door and he goes, "What's that smell?" And he's kind of like looking inside the house behind me. And I'm like holding the bowl of candy and like crouching down for him. I'm like, "Oh, it's my dinner." He just like, he did not even look me in the eyes. He just grabbed some candy, just like aggressive, like, slap on the bowl, grabbed candy, and ran away.
What the hell?
And I'm just kind of like, I was like, I feel really judged. This little kid just goes, "What's that smell?" And then runs off with my candy.
I'd be like, you should be fucking grateful to
hello,
dinner, bitch.
Does your parent not ever, like, are you hungry too?
Maybe
or
this kid's like scared
like,
of meatballs or something.
Are you a vegetarian? Like, yeah, this little kid just like totally made
He wrecked you.
Yeah, made me feel so insecure. And he was the last child of the day, the last trick-or-treater, and I just kind of like sat in silence for a little bit after that, like, what just happened? What just happened? Like, God, sometimes I forget how brutal children can be. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you guys know how to hurt feelings really well. Like, you have no filter.
Oh, I'm scared of everyone under the age of 18.
I still, like, my own nephews sometimes hurt my feelings, and I'm like, I have to remind myself,
They
like,
just
you're
say,
just a baby. Like,
yeah,
you don't
they're
know...
learning about the world. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't know that that's not an okay thing to say, or you don't know, you know, that you should maybe say it a little differently, or whatever. Like, I have to remind myself of that. It's like, you can't take that shit personally.
Mm-mm.
I'm like...
You can't.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I don't know, little guy.
You're like, we're closed for the day.
I literally,
the sign.
yeah, I was like, lights going off. My front porch light off. Screen door closed. Front door closed, locked, deadbolted.
Oh, no other little kid's gonna hurt my feelings again tonight.
No one will hurt my feelings ever again. Heading into my Joker era. No, it was really cute though. I love, I don't know what it is. It feels really like healing to my inner child. I always get really happy and excited on Halloween, and like the little kids that run up, and there was this little boy that grabbed some candy and then just like ran back to the street going, "Mom, look what I got!" And it was just like this airhead.
That's so cute.
Or like there was this tiny little girl, and she was dressed up as Mando, and I was like, tiny Mando.
That's so effing cute.
Yeah, and it's so funny
little
too.
Kid costumes are so adorable.
I know.
Especially when they chose it themselves and it's not their parents forcing them into.
Yeah, I love
it. I know. I'm like kind of hoping someday I live somewhere where I can participate in the handing out of the treats, because I never have.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of I've become a stay in on Halloween type of girly, so.
Well, next year we should definitely have like a little like Halloween party.
Slut party, like we talked about?
Yeah. But if you come over on Halloween, you can give out candy. Sick.
I ended up watching Dancing with the Stars last night. Because I've been watching the new season, and like I've been watching so many scary movies for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And I was planning on watching a final one, and then I was like, you know what? I think we're good. And it was a Halloween themed episode, so they were all wearing little monster costumes, and it was adorable.
That's awesome.
And dude, I don't know what's going on, but I swear to God, every single time I watch Dancing with the Stars, during every dance, I almost start crying.
It's the I don't know, it's just the same thing as like, I think we talked about this forever ago, where like the older I get, the more I understand my mom crying at everything. It's that effect.
I'm like, oh my God,
I don't know, it's
so beautiful.
I get it. I cry.
I can't believe they're able to express themselves these ways.
They're so talented.
It's so cool though. I mean, like I've done dance, but I'm not a dancer, you know. But like, I really appreciate it. It's beautiful art form, you know.
I fucking love dancing. Part of why I cry when I watch people dancing is because like I can't dance the way I used to or the way that I want to because of chronic pain and chronic illness.
Nice, so fun. Got my
but
mini skirt and my rollerblades on.
that was really good. Oh my gosh, she's really good.
Really good.
Camp Rock reference, anyone?
Get into it.
That body roll she does, she's like.
Oh god,
she's really good.
I want to watch Camp Rock so bad.
We should do it. We gotta watch High School Musical, Camp Rock.
We've been talking about watching these things for months.
I know, we need to just get together and do it. I enjoyed our last movie chill hangout.
It was really fun.
Hangout.
We need to do that again.
It was very, very fun. I liked that. I dropped my candy on the floor.
I dropped my candy.
No, not my candy. I don't know what that laugh was. But yeah, Halloween, that was great. It's really fun. I think it's really funny to see the difference between like the little boys and the little girls because like the little boys will just like grab candy by the handful, and then like the little girls are literally like just so gentle, just like look over everything in the bowl, like just a couple little fingies, just go in and grab one piece. Thank you. And I'm like, you can take more, take as much as you want.
That makes me sad.
I know.
I mean, like, children and innocence and all that, but also...
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Those boys are gonna grow up to be awesome, awesome men.
Yeah.
I love men. Oh my god, speaking of loving men, we're going
Josh
to see
Hutcherson.
FNAF.
Matthew Lillard.
all of the Josh Hutcherson edits on TikTok.
I am eating that shit up, dog.
Josh Hutcherson is my longest standing celebrity crush in my life. I've been madly, deeply in love with him since before PETA.
Since before PETA?
Probably since Zathura.
Oh
yes.
My gosh.
He was my short king then.
And he's my short king now. Your microphone literally cut out. It was like, this is too loud. We're not picking any of this up. But I said it as well, so.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited to see my husband.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm literally
and Matthew
going
Lillard.
to cry.
Are we gonna do that tomorrow?
Yes.
But that's at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. But that's at Freddy's.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm really happy.
I'm so excited.
You guys.
And we're expanding our friendship lore. Because we've never gone to the movies together.
No, we haven't. I'm so excited for so many reasons. I told Pearl I want to get like us matching oversized t-shirts or something. Like FNAF t-shirts.
So we can do the Jack Black.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. Yeah.
I've heard good things so far. I mean, I've heard a lot of bad things so far, but I've also heard a lot of people be like, boo! Get your head out of your ass and enjoy something.
Yeah, I think...
So I have high hopes. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. I take reviews, like really negative reviews, with a grain of salt, because I'm like...
People have such annoying expectations for movies.
Yeah. Like, any big franchise, like even the Hunger Games, I remember going to see the Hunger Games, and those movies are awesome. I love those movies. Okay? Awesome. Those are good movies, but obviously they're not exactly like the books were. And then, like,
If you-
course, people are like, this is the worst movie ever. They skipped or changed so many different things, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you can't judge two
Movies
different forms of media.
Simply have to be made in a different format.
You can't,
They just have to. Rarely have I seen a movie adaptation of a book that is that accurate. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Except for Holes. Oh my god, did you read Holes?
Holes is literally to a fucking T. The only thing that isn't is that
Stanley is fat.
is not, overweight.
I would have loved
in
my
movie.
chubby king, but it's fine.
We still do. We still do. But yeah, you can't judge two different forms of media under the same set of, like, circumstances or whatever. Like, they're different forms of media. Maybe it's telling the same story, but it has to be done differently for so many valid reasons, and you can't judge them under the same lens.
If they made
That's
it the
not
way
fair.
you're saying they should have made it, you wouldn't like the movie.
Yeah, and it's
It would
really
be 5 hours long.
it takes away from, in my opinion, like, the achievement of, or all the effort and everything that goes into one form of this story to try and judge it, like, against a completely different form of media. Because it's like, it's okay to appreciate two different art forms. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
You know, like...
And it's okay to, like, not like certain things that they changed and still overall enjoy, you know.
Yeah, and still recognize that it's its own piece, it's its own work, you know?
Can we also talk about the suits from the movie? Have you heard anything about this?
The animatronics?
Yeah.
Yeah, how they're...
actual...
real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So good. I'm so excited to see it. But yeah, like, the amount of detail, like, the certain reviews I've read from people that have been long-time fans of Five Nights at Freddy's, from when they were, like, 12 or 11-year-olds like me.
Yeah, right.
You know, like, who know all of the, you know, lore, ins and outs or whatever. The amount of detail that people have said have gone into it for long-time fans is, like, phenomenal. So I'm really excited to see that for that reason, and the animatronics. Yeah, how they're all, like, their reviews that I've seen have said, like, very little CGI has been used, and yeah, they're all also, like, just physically, like, real and built.
Matthew Lillard we trust. I feel like most projects he's a part of, he's, like, so passionate about, you know, doing what the fans will appreciate.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Obviously, there's probably a lot of different ways they could have gone about it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm so excited.
So much lore, like, and the longer that FNAF has existed, the more convoluted almost and complicated and crazy.
Right, and like a lot of it seems, in my wee knowledge of Five Nights at Freddy's, a lot of it is opinion based.
Yeah.
Which is, honestly, to me, makes it more fun.
Yeah. But also, just, like, for that reason, you can't expect, just like you can't expect a book to be identical in movie format, you can't expect, like, all of the lore or whatever to be, like, able to be crammed into one, like
it would be terrible.
Or whatever.
It would be a terrible movie.
You can't do that. That's just not how movies work, you know? Like, you can't even learn about all the lore in that amount of time. Like, if you're doing your own research, there's so much.
If you're...
like, it takes weeks. But yeah.
God, dude. I'm still not even, like... Yeah. We will be continuing my education.
We're gonna have to get down to business. No. But anyway, there's our intellectual conversation about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Fucking smart. I love it.
No, I'm very excited to go see it. I can't stop saying that Five Nights at Freddy's, or the
Oh my god!
I've started watching Markiplier FNAF videos again. I just can't.
Vibes. Yes, and we already talked about this, but seeing everybody's Five Nights at Freddy's Halloween group costumes, going to see the movie.
Yep.
Chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
All around. Ugh,
yeah.
So fun.
Just like which I have not seen the Mario movie, but when the Mario movie came out and there were like group costumes, like
I love that. That's
6
becoming a
tickets
thing
for...
again.
Right?
Like, dressing up. I remember when like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were coming out.
Dog.
And like my siblings would dress up, and I feel like people stopped doing that for a while. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I like that people aren't afraid to enjoy the things they enjoy as
Especially
much.
when you're dressing up in like an actual costume, and it's not just the Barbie movie, and you're wearing pink.
Yeah.
You're wearing
which is
like
cute too, but still, like
I love it all. It's the best.
You're wearing like a foxtail and fox ears and you have fox makeup on and an eye patch because you're going to go see FNAF with your friends.
I love the TikTok that's like someone dressed as Freddy, and it's like, I'll have 6 tickets, and it's like, to what? And then it pans out, and it's like the whole group.
You got like the puppet and Chica. And yeah, you got like they're all standing there like, what movie do you think? Love that.
Slay.
So expect more Five Nights at Freddy's talk after we see the movie tomorrow.
The update.
Probably some more screaming over Josh and
it's gonna
Matthew
fully
Lillard.
catapult me back into my Josh Hutcherson era, and I'm gonna start rewatching all the movie season, and my life is gonna crumble because I'm gonna be so obsessed. But it's fine.
Everything's fine. It happens to the best of us.
He deserves it. And I deserve it.
You do.
I do.
And so I just I've had this note in my app for like a few weeks now, and I keep forgetting to bring it up just because it's like such a little thing, but I wanted to mention it. A little while ago, Pearl sent me one of those like wizard memes where it's like, what's a good example?
I sent you a wizard meme?
Yeah, like looking into my magic orb, and then in parentheses it's like checking social media on my phone for the morning or whatever.
Right. Okay, yes, now I know what you're talking about.
She sent me a wizard meme, and I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it said "brother in the arcane arts." And Pearl said, I'm gonna start referring to you as my brother in the arcane arts.
I never once did, but now I will.
Never did, but I remember it and I hold it really close to my heart because I think that's just really special.
It is. It's very special.
I love it. I would love to be your brother in the arcane arts. I really want to find that message if I can like scroll back far enough. But those memes, those wizard memes are so funny. I love them.
They're so good. I love a simple meme, you know?
Yeah. That format is just... Oh, yeah. Here's one I sent to her that's transcending the fabric of reality. Getting dizzy from standing up too fast. There's all the Kevin James. Oh, wizards will complain. My apprentice is terrible at casting. My brother in the arcane arts. You taught the apprentice.
I'm fucking obsessed.
Yeah.
So Zach already finished, I don't know if it was his first or second playthrough of Baldur's Gate when I started playing it. But now that I've been playing it, he started again, and now it's just Baldur's Gate all the time, baby!
Yeah. You play when he's gone, and then he gets home, and then it's his turn, sort of deal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A changing of the guard, one might say.
That's how it is right now with Xbox, because we have so many house renovations going on. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but to the people listening, my house is... My husband's been redoing our ceiling, so my house has been like completely covered in plastic for a while. Like the floor is covered in plastic, the walls are covered in plastic, except for like the bedrooms and the bathroom, obviously. So our living room is unusable. Much to my dismay, I'm really excited to be able to use my living room someday again. No, bless his heart, he's doing his best. But yeah, so the one TV we have is currently in our bedroom. We each have our own Xbox, but both of our Xboxes are in the bedroom. And so like I'll be playing a game when he's at work, and then when he comes home, I'm immediately like, do you want to play? Do you want to use this? Because like he'll have been playing games recently or over the weekend, and then I'm like, oh, I know what it's like to be like working and then want to play your game when you get home.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I could bring my Xbox in the office and hook it up to my monitor, but I don't know if I want to do that. That would require moving things around, and like I'm lazy.
A while ago, because I was missing out on my Baldur's Gate on the weekend. Not that Zach won't let me use his computer. He's like, whenever you want to play, let me know. But I just feel bad because he works hard, and So he was like, let me just put the Xbox in our room for you. And I was like, oh, slay. But then I quickly got bored of it, and now it's just been in there. And normally I use an Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy, and it's got all my things signed in. And so I've been using my Xbox instead for like Netflix and YouTube and whatever. And every day I'm just like, I really want to get this thing out of here. And it literally would take me 2 fucking minutes to do it. But I'm so lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to put my Xbox out like in the living room, or Isaiah's Xbox, so that I can lay in bed while I play.
There you go.
And he can be in the living room. No, I'm excited for that though, because then we can start playing games together, like Payday. I don't know if you've ever played Payday, but that's very fun.
I don't think so.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Slay all day.
Yeah, I'm just playing Animal Crossing, which I have had for multiple years now, but I was always so fucking goddamn lazy.
Yeah. It takes like effort sometimes to play that game.
A lot of effort, but I've been really into it for the past week.
Yeah.
So who knows how long that'll last, but that's been fun. Very cute. The Halloween.
I love Animal
Little
Crossing.
characters, the islanders wearing their little Halloween costumes.
Oh my god.
So cute.
I love that. Yeah, if I ever like put in the effort to do like the time travel or whatever cheat. I don't know if you've heard of that. And like reset the time on your Switch.
It just sounds so annoying.
It sounds like it's so much effort though, like to just I hate it.
For what? I don't like, come on, it's not that worth it.
And like I don't need to be playing that game for like long enough to need to do that, because it's not one of those games for me where I can sit down and play like all day.
No.
I love Animal Crossing, but
after a while, it's like, all right, bitch, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah. I'm definitely more of a like fantasy role-playing girly. Yeah. Been playing Skyrim, and I just that's all I want to do now.
Fair enough.
Just get in like those phases,
Yeah.
Before Baldur's Gate, Skyrim was like my all-time top favorite game ever.
It's been
like comfort
years
game
since I've played Skyrim. I've been thinking about that, especially because I only played it on the Xbox before, and now I can play it on Zach's computer, which is gonna be.
I've never played it on favorable. My PC before.
I bet it's fucking lit.
Yeah, probably. I definitely find myself like getting annoyed at I don't know, sometimes I feel like the controls kind of lag, or like the movement or whatever now, at least on consoles, and I feel like playing games on PC, things are a lot more responsive and a lot quicker because you're using a mouse and everything. So I don't know.
Playing Baldur's Gate on Zach's computer, I was like, oh, he wasn't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
This is a million times better.
It is.
So, yeah, and like Zach, obviously, I mean, like he's got a pretty nice setup, so I don't know if that's just across the board or what, but
a nice setup
okay.
Definitely goes a long way.
I want it. I want my own.
I'll tell you now. Yeah. It would be fun though to kind of I don't know why. I used to be so like console all the way because like console is what I grew up on. Like and I feel like PC gamers were always so like like kind of douchey.
Holier than thou.
Yeah, like and so I was like, what the fuck? Like but now I have a gaming PC, and before, like, even I would play games on my laptop and stuff. And I played PC games when I was younger too, but it was like CD, like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Much different than
like
it is now.
Which I still play. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Dude, fuck yes. Oh my god.
But yeah, now I'm like, it is better in a lot of ways. Like
I mean, not to say that, you know, you can't enjoy a game on whatever you play it. I just I didn't realize.
Right? It's like, oh.
Also, can we talk about PlayStation versus Xbox users and how PlayStation users think they're so much fucking better than everyone?
God. It's always been that way. I don't know why. I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember. It's always been that way.
No, I'm like, what?
PlayStation players have always been like, oh, fuck everybody else. Like, PlayStation. If
like, go drink a Monster, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know. There are douchebags everywhere, I'll tell you that. But I don't know.
There are words to remember. There are douchebags everywhere.
There are douchebags everywhere.
Yeah, I just remember when I was working at one of my old kitchen jobs and I was like just starting to actually play video games. Like I was playing Red Dead and Skyrim. And I was so excited about it. And my fucking bitch ass little coworkers were like,
oh my god.
Oh, you play on an Xbox? Well, tell me when you get a PlayStation and then we'll talk. I was
like, what is that about? What?
I'm just a girl.
I don't know. Maybe it's also the same sort of like bias, whereas like I grew up playing Xbox mostly. We had a PS2, which was great, but played Xbox mainly growing up, and I don't know, like it could be bias, it could be what you're most accustomed to, but I've played PlayStation now as well, like even as an adult, and I still don't see like why people think it's better. I'm like, in some ways I think it's worse. In some ways I definitely don't like PlayStation, but then some ways I definitely don't like Xbox, you know, like it's but I still prefer my Xbox.
Have their flaws, like literally anything. I do get sad that there's like some really good games that are PlayStation exclusive.
I know. I was just gonna mention that, where like I want a PlayStation for like a select 3 games, maybe.
No, they definitely have some good games. I mean, it just sucks though, because it's like it's not enough to warrant having multiple consoles. Like,
well, and just feeling, I don't know why that's such a huge like thing for people. Just feeling like...
No, I feel like people just really need something to make themselves feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's dumb as shit.
It really feels like, I don't know, maybe get a life a little bit, you know? Like...
maybe care about something that matters?
Maybe if you care that much about gaming consoles, you should try to expand your horizons a little... Kind of
maybe you should shut your damn pie hole. Well, especially when somebody's like, oh, I'm finally getting into video games. I'm so excited. I'm loving it. I'm just playing these 2 really popular, fun games. And they're like, well, tell me when you get a real console.
Like, why are you gatekeeping people enjoying their free time?
Literally,
however
like,
they want.
okay.
What is the point? Stop gatekeeping. It does not make any sense.
Men. And I've got a long list.
There's a long list. You know that, I don't know why this is so fresh in my mind. When SpongeBob, like, has, like, a super long list, he, like, unfurls it, it rolls down, rolls onto the floor, and it just keeps rolling.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. My favorite thing about people our age is, like, frequently someone's gonna say, it's like that SpongeBob episode. Like, it fills my heart with joy every time.
I love our generation. I love that there's just, like, there are themes all throughout, you know, that are just true. Like, they remain true. Anybody our age, you could just, you know, well, maybe that's not true.
My best friend,
my husband,
growing up, was not allowed to watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, my husband didn't watch it. My husband and his family. So I can't quote
SpongeBob
for
them, you know? My heart just hurts for them.
I know. My dad loved SpongeBob. He would talk like Mr. Krabs a lot. It was really funny.
Oh, that's adorable. I remember going over to my brother's apartment one time, and he had no TV, but he, like, had stolen my parents' projector, and we watched SpongeBob projected onto the wall, and I was like,
I love that.
I love this for us.
That's awesome. Slay. So this was a random thought I had. Closing out spooky season, sort of, I guess. Even though we talk about ghosts and creepy things year round.
Yes.
I thought of this while watching Ghost Files. And I was like, why are ghosts always, like, for the most part, I feel like, inhabiting a building? Like, why aren't there more ghosts just wandering around?
Vibing?
On the street? Or...
maybe there are.
Know, I feel like
and
there's something to be said about that.
It's more of a passing thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's not...
I feel like...
you know... you know what I'm saying?
Like, I just want to open that up for discussion.
You know, I was thinking kind of about that the other day, thinking about, you know, people who go investigate, paranormal investigate, like
investigate,
graveyards.
paranormal investigate.
Graveyards and stuff. Because obviously that's, you know, like, probably going to be a little more active.
Yeah.
But, like, people die all over the place. You know, like, it's not contained, right?
Yeah. I feel like
how often are you, like, passing by a ghost on the sidewalk, you know?
Right? We hear about ghosts in buildings and stuff a lot more. Because I feel like it's a more contained environment. It's more controlled.
And there's going to be, if it's a building where people are hanging out frequently, you know?
Yeah.
There might be more people noticing stuff or whatever. Yeah.
Outside, there are a lot more uncontrollable variables, I feel like. So things can be missed. Things can be missed. I don't know if I said can just then. Or things are missed. Whereas indoors, it's like you're not going to be getting, you know, wind blowing, and you're not going to be getting leaves crunching under your feet, and you're not going to be getting all this, like, external stimuli, whereas you would be outside. Now, then how do we, like, but then there are the cases of, like, La Llorona, or, like, really famous sort of, like, ghosts that are seen outside, or, you know, these legends. But for the most part, I feel like ghosts are...
like, when people have experiences with spirits, it's usually
connected to a building or some sort of, like, settlement or something. Whereas most of what's going on outside are going to be more like cryptid experiences.
You're going to run into Mothman outside.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Or maybe, like, entities that have more of a physical form than ghosts do, you know?
Yeah. So true. You know?
And now I really just, like, want to go ghost hunting again.
I want to ghost hunt so bad, dude.
If anybody wants to donate ghost hunting equipment to us, we'll take it. And we'll pay in cookies. I can make you cookies.
I can make you bread.
Yeah. Oh,
I can pay you compliments.
I'll give you a little smooch on the forehead.
I'll do your taxes. Absolutely
not. Sorry, you gotta take care of that yourself. That's a you thing.
Oh, that's a you problem, honey.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah, my mind went blank. But yeah. Oh my god.
So, I forgot what else I was gonna say about that, but I think it's fun to think about.
It is. I was gonna say, I kind of want to do a little ghosty research after this. So Zach and I, we went on a little mini vacay recently, past week, and while we were there, this is the most me and Zach thing ever, and I love it so much. Long story short, there was this specific bird that we saw, and we ended up giving it a name. It's called the spruce goose.
That's a tame name for a bird. There's some crazy names out there.
There's 2 places in Port Townsend. One is called the Blue Moose, and one is called Spruce Goose.
Love that.
And I don't know, we were just like, Spruce Goose, this really fits this guy's energy.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole weekend, we literally made extensive lore for this bird. Down to where he lives, what he does with his free time, what music he listens to.
I love that.
We could not stop bringing it up. We still can't stop bringing it up. We're like, LOL, Spruce Goose vibes.
That's some autistic energy right there.
Oh, so autistic. I love it so much. Sprucey lives on in my heart.
I love that. Like, making your own... That is like a multi-layered inside joke.
Seriously. It was...
I'm a fan.
My favorite part of the whole weekend, so...
I'm a fan of autistic activities such as that. I don't know, it's just so fun.
It was
makeup stuff.
And we were convincing ourselves that we were seeing... I'm still convinced. Because we first saw it at this coffee shop, and then it's like our favorite coffee shop, so we went there every single day, and I swear to fucking God, dude, this same bird was there every single time. I swear to God.
Oh my gosh.
We look insane convincing ourselves that this is the same bird.
You guys are gonna be like that old couple on your front porch, like bird watching.
Literally.
Like...
You know those memes that's like...
And nobody knows what you're talking about?
Bird watching sneaks up on you fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about getting binoculars.
I love that. That's actually so true. I've been bird watching, like, hardcore this year. Like, looking out the window, like, peering around the corners, like, noticing all the birds that frequent my backyard. Or the birds that are flying while I'm driving. I'm like, oh, there's one.
I've seen so many, like, I don't know, it's like migration shit or whatever. Maybe, dude, probably. I've seen so much of that recently.
That reminds me, at the pumpkin patch, like, at the farm, there, obviously, it was, like, really big open space, so you could see a lot of the sky. So many, like, birds migrating in their little V's. And... I, like, pointed them out. I was like, look at the birds, you guys. And they were like, yeah.
Hello? Listen.
And I was like, you don't understand. They're in a V.
No, it gets me so excited. When we were camping recently, I was seeing crazy bird activity. And the whole time I was like, are you guys seeing this shit?
Look at this bird activity, you guys.
Speaking of bird activity, I have an app on my phone that identifies bird calls. And I can identify birds by pictures too. So
I love that.
I was absolutely in love. I used it for the first time when we were in Port Townsend.
I gotta
You
start
just
doing that.
press record, and it like immediately identifies the bird that's squawking, flying above me, and I was like,
Yes, please.
so exciting.
I want that in my life right now.
It's called, for all you birders out there,
For all you old folk like us.
Merlin Bird ID.
Merlin. Did you ever watch Merlin? The BBC show?
I think I've seen a few episodes of it. I think Tess was really into Merlin. I might be wrong, but
It's something that you, like, probably won't be able to watch now.
oh yeah.
Like, you had to watch
You
it
had to
when
be
you
there.
were when you were younger because it's so bad. It is so bad. But it's like
Is
a
it
sentimental
bad?
thing.
As in like just like super cheesy and like bad acting kind of thing? Or is it bad as in like it's offensive now?
No, it's bad like cheese ball. Like
Okay, well I can severely
Super
appreciate
cheesy.
cheese balls, so you never know. Maybe
Dude.
someday I'll find myself in a weird spot watching Merlin.
Dude, did anybody know that Resident Evil Village is on the App Store now?
Did you know? Wait,
Resident Evil 8.
what?
Do they have any other Resident Evil games on here?
That's so weird.
I would hate to play Resident Evil on my phone.
I was scrolling through the Nintendo store the
Oh
other
my
day.
gosh, they have Resident Evil 4 on here too. Oh no,
And
it's
they
coming
have-
soon.
Skyrim, and I was like, I would rather die than play Skyrim on the Switch. I'm not gonna lie.
My sister has it on Switch, but she's the only one that like didn't play it when we were younger.
Oh, okay.
And she also doesn't have an Xbox, but she finally got it. Me and my other two sisters have been pestering her for years to play Skyrim, and she finally got into it, like, and it's like our life is complete now.
Is this the middle of your oldest, your sisters?
No, it's Lauren, the oldest.
Oh, really? For some reason, that surprises me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so fun, though. Now
Aubrey,
everyone
Lily,
can
and
be in on the vibes.
Yeah. We used to play it so much when we were younger that, sometimes I still do this. where like if you play it for long enough and go outside, if you see like the shadow of a bird, your first thought is that it's a dragon. Then you're like, I'm not playing Skyrim right now. This is the real world, and that's a bird.
I'm playing too much of a game when I go outside and everything reminds me.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's fine.
That's the only way I play games, though, dog. I don't know.
How are you supposed to like mildly get into something?
I don't. To quote the supreme leader of Broski Nation, when I like something, I go balls deep.
Exactly.
I go all in.
Exactly.
To the hilt. Yeah, that's, I can't help it. Hogarth, Prince Hogarth.
We've been calling him Garth a lot, and it's transformed into Gartholomew. What was the one?
I love that.
Gartheronius. Yeah.
Have I ever told you that I love being your friend? Gartholonius. I love you. I love your brain.
I thought you were about to make fun of me, and I was like, fuck.
No. So, you talking about, like, coming up with birds? Or, like, like lore for that bird?
Spruce goose.
Spruce goose. For some reason, that reminded me of a game that I used to play with my friends when I was younger. That was, like, my favorite. I would still play this today, and like I wanted to play it all the time that my friends got so tired of it, and it was really frustrating because I wanted to play.
What is it?
We called it Clue, but it was essentially like one of us, like out of the 4 or 3 of us, would be the person to hide, and it was essentially like a complicated game of hide and seek where the person hiding would come up with a set of clues, maybe like 5 to 8, whatever, however many clues, and it would be different. The clues would be different for every person. So like it would take time to set up, but it was so fun, dude. So it'd be, and all the clues were written like on
Is this
paper.
like a completely, like, you guys made this game up?
We made it up.
Ugh, that's my favorite.
Exactly, right? So I think you talking about making up stuff for the bird made me think of like making up games as a kid. So we would be like, you like write down your first set of clues. And when you go to hide, that first set of clues would be like laying on the countertop. Be like 1, 2, 3. And they'd each be marked with like an initial so you know which one is yours. And they'd all be different.
Oh my god.
And the clue would lead you to the next clue. So maybe it would like reference, you know, the old clock on the mantle at the fireplace or whatever. Like it'd like clue something to lead you to that. And then you'd be like, oh, behind it or underneath the clock is your second clue. And it would like clue you into where the next clue is. And so it was like a scavenger hint.
That's fun.
Scavenger hunt. And then the last clue would lead you to the person.
Oh my god.
But it'd be like the most complicated one, you know? So you'd have to like think about it, like sort of the clues were almost like riddles.
Oh my god.
So then you would go and you'd find the person and you would hide with them until the other people found them too.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
And I would play that now. I want to play now I want to play it.
I'll play that.
Like, dude, that game was my favorite. It took time and effort to set up, but I think it was just like it was so worth it. I loved it.
Amazing that you guys just came up with that and
like just casually like creating and solving riddles as a kid.
I love that. What the fuck?
We're all autistic now. Like we got older and realized that we're all a little got a little touch of the
tism.
Yeah, which makes sense. But yeah, I love
that
game. I loved that game. But yeah,
that sounds so fun.
I would do that now for sure. All that like that imagination and stuff, like going outside to play and like you could just play for hours. Like, why don't we do that? Why can't we do that now?
God, for real. I know. I felt a little bit of that joy when we were coming up with the Spruce Goose lore, because it's just like you really can entertain the fuck out of yourself with nothing.
It's got those vibes for sure.
It's got those vibes. Yeah. I miss being a kid sometimes, even though it was terrible.
Yeah. It was terrible, but great.
It was pretty bad, but it was awesome, you know?
You don't realize, like, the bad when you're younger, too. So maybe that's why it's, like, the memories are so good, because you weren't focused on that. I mean, like...
No, I think, like, I might have been having more fun if some things were different, but, you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you fucking do? Okay. Well. We find ourselves here once again.
Once again.
It
is that time.
Okay, so Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. No, but for real, thank you for joining us today. That was super fun. I feel like we had a lot of great topics today.
It was very chill. At least it felt very chill. So hopefully, you know...
Hopefully you'll be vibing.
Just, yeah. It was nice to listen to during your drive or your chores or whatever. And a nice little transition from spooky season into November and
beyond.
And beyond. Thanks for being with us today. I'm your host, Morgan. This was KPR Radio.
If y'all enjoyed the episode, cool. I'm glad.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, give us a little review if you feel so inclined. Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever. Follow us on Instagram at Rants and Rabbit Trails Pod and TikTok as well.
Check out our YouTube channel for our little videos. If you haven't seen last week's video for Halloween, go look it up on YouTube and like and subscribe and comment.
And watch our goofy little faces.
Yeah.
Yes, like it, comment.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
What she said, or tried to.
Short circuit.
Thanks again for being here with us today. Hope your day is super rad.
And I hope, never mind, he's mine. I was going to say, I hope you have hot dreams about Josh Hutcherson, but I hope that for myself. So,
yeah. Right.
Anyway. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Girl, bye!